Hey team, if you've ever run Facebook ads for your venue, or maybe you're an agency and you run Facebook ads for another hospitality venue, especially one that sells alcohol, I'm sure you've run into this problem. For many venues, the highest margin product that they have to sell is alcohol. So it's, beers, pints, wines, cocktails, this sort of thing. And hence it's super logical to run promotions on these sorts of things because most people want them, especially your target market, and you can deliver them at a low cost. So you can offer, a free drink or 2-for-1 pints or free cocktails or whatever you want to be. And it's an easy thing to upsell because obviously when people are drinking, it's easy to upsell alcohol. So if you've ever tried to run alcohol-based promotions on Facebook, you will have run into hot water very quickly. If you're in New Zealand or in other places, even just showing photos of cocktails can get you into trouble. In America, showing photos to people under the age of 21 can get you into trouble. And any sort of promotion or talking about them in the copy can often get you into trouble on Facebook and Instagram promotions. So in this video, I'm going to dive into the computer and show you the workaround that I've come up with, which actually performs really well for alcohol-based promotions. This workaround is a little bit more complex, but I'm going to show you how to set up everything and provide you with the template so you can do it yourself. If this is for your venue or you're an agency working for other venues, feel free to use them and hopefully you get awesome results out of them. Okay, so just to break it down, essentially you can't run alcohol promotions on Facebook. They don't like that, and for valid reasons. But often if you're running to run promotions for your bar, restaurant, bar and grill, whatever it might be, alcohol promotions are really nice because they're such high margin products. They're easy to promote, they're easy to upsell because when people start drinking, it's easier to sell them more. And so it'd be really nice if we can come up with a way to sort of bypass these Facebook algorithms and laws around it and get it to our customers anyway. Bear in mind, sometimes promoting alcohol is still illegal, so I'm not telling you to do anything illegal, but I'm saying that this workaround does work, so you can run these sorts of promotions. So the way that we're going to do this is instead of essentially just promoting the alcohol through Facebook, we're going to run a competition, we're going to then email them a free gift, and that free gift is going to be, in this case, it's going to be a free cocktail. So I'll show you how that works. So essentially we're going to run an ad, let's say like this, $50 food and beverage voucher. What you'll actually find is you'll get really cheap opt-ins for this. I would say it should be less than $1. For some places it's like 10, 20 cents, which means that, you could spend $200 and you could get 1,000 people to opt in. And then you send out 1,000 people these free cocktail vouchers for $200. So the ROI on that is very, very good. For other venues, it might be up to $1 to opt in for these. Essentially, the free food and beverage voucher or a food and beverage competition, which we recommend running. $50, $100, $200 doesn't really matter. I haven't found that we've gotten any better results running a $100 food and beverage than a $50 food and beverage. So you might as well just do 50. The photos, we always say use a window image, and that essentially means that we go into Canva, get 4 square images and put them side by side. The reason why we do this is because if someone wants to look at these images bigger, they would click on it thinking it would enlarge it, but actually it would just start the ad and start the flow. So that's why we do it that way. A little bit of a hack that we use that seems to work really well. Once they click the send message button, they're going to get a message on Facebook through ManyChat, and I'll show you how to set this up. And I'll also leave the template to this flow that I just made down below. Essentially, the first thing I'll say is, great, let us know your email down below and you'll be in the draw and we will send you a free gift. And then once they enter their email, they immediately get sent an email with essentially the free cocktail. So how do we do this? So I'm going to build it out from scratch for you guys. It's pretty straightforward, especially if you are comfortable with Facebook already. So here's the flow. I'll get back to this in a bit. I'm just going to dive into Ads Manager. So we're going to create a campaign. So this way. We're going to create a campaign and we're going to create an engagement campaign. I'm going to call it cocktail competition float. Make sure that it is the right page which is connected, and in this case I'm going to change it to the Daniel Bachelor page just so that I can connect this flow. When you're doing your locations, because this is a hospitality venue, typically I would just target within a 3 to 7 kilometer or 2 to 5 mile radius. So I would just find, let's say, our office. See if we come up. Here we come up. And then I would just change this down to 5 kilometers. And then I would leave everything else open. Obviously this is quite a big audience for a local business, so you could probably, for a local hospitality business, so you could probably cut it down to 2 kilometers if you wanted and test them out, but I wouldn't restrict it too much, especially with a competition flow. For the ages, just do the minimum as being legal drinking age. So if you're in the States, change it to 21. Here in New Zealand, it's 18 plus. I would go to manual placements and I would just make it feeds only, essentially, or the main feeds only, and I'll turn off everything else. I just feel like if you left it running, Facebook would probably optimize for this anyway. I've just always found that you get better results this way, but I mean, everyone's different and comes up with new strategies all the time. So for the primary text, I've got ChatGPT essentially to write me something. I would just make sure that the top line explains what it's about. So I'll just say, give away time. Something along these lines. I am going to just add some media. What have we got here? I'm just going to add a random one, because obviously this is one off the Daniel Bachelor page, it's not a real venue. And then for a headline, I just say click here to enter, and then something like this. And now in order to attach that flow, we want to go to advanced setup, and we're going to go to this ManyChat flow. So you need to create a ManyChat account to do this. I believe you get 7 days free when you attach a card. You'll need a premium account to do this. And if you have any trouble setting this up, there's heaps of free tutorials on how to use ManyChat, but we find it as being valuable for a range of different reasons, mostly because it allows us to essentially gather data from prospects such that our ads don't just go, you've got ad and then result, you've got ad, data, result, and then we can reuse that data to get more results over time. So what you're going to do is come in here, click on the JSON, copy and paste this into the code, and click save and finish, and the ad's done. In terms of budget, I probably wouldn't spend that much. I'd probably only spend $10 a day and see how you get on. You could probably spend $20 a day if you wanted to. It'd be quite aggressive, but I would just say spend $10 a day, see how you get on, see how many redemptions you're getting coming through the doors. I'll leave this down below, so you'll just be able to click on the link and add it to your ManyChat account. When you do, please come in and change the copy to be on brand, and please change obviously the image to be yours. You will have to enable email through settings. So you go to settings and you just go to email. And I think pretty much all you need to do is just click enable, and you have to put in a contact information about your business so that ManyChat can run ads on your behalf. So hopefully you got some value out of this video. I would recommend giving it a go, especially if you are struggling to run promotions for your venue and you're wanting to run promotions around alcohol and you do not want to get into hot water with Facebook. I would highly recommend steering clear of that. We made this mistake a number of years ago for venues, and this has been our workaround ever since, and it has worked really well. So if you got some value, please comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, as it helps us perform better in the YouTube algorithm, and it helps me to know which videos you find most value. So cheers guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.